Trolleybuses were once a symbol of eco-friendly public transportation. They ran on electricity long before it became trendy. However, today, they are becoming increasingly rare. Why are trolleybuses disappearing from cities? Let's find out. Imagine this. It's the late 19th century. The streets are filled with horse-drawn carriages. Early automobiles are still a novelty. And suddenly, an electric vehicle without tracks. This was the birth of the first trolleybus. In 1882, German engineer Werner von Siemens introduced the electromote, the ancestor of modern trolleybuses. It ran on electricity instead of gasoline, drawing power from overhead wires. A true revolution. By the early 20th century, trolleybuses began appearing in different countries: the United States, the United Kingdom, France. They were something in between trams and buses, cleaner and cheaper than trams, but without the need for tracks. The real boom came in the 1930s to 1950s. Many cities started replacing trams with trolleybuses because they were quieter, didn't block traffic, and had flexible routes. For example, by the 1950s, London had over 1,700 trolleybuses, one of the largest systems in the world. In the Soviet Union, trolleybuses became a symbol of progress. They weren't just used in cities. Some routes ran between them. The Simferopol-Yalta trolleybus line, 96 kilometers, is still the longest in the world. It seemed like trolleybuses had a bright future. But then, things changed. Trolleybuses were once a symbol of modern transportation. But if you look at most cities today, they're either completely gone or barely hanging on. So what happened? The first reason is expensive infrastructure. Trolleybuses themselves are cost-effective, but the overhead wires, poles, and power stations, that's a huge investment. A strong wind or an accident can damage the system, and repairs aren't cheap. Many cities just don't want to spend money maintaining it. The second reason is flexibility. A bus can easily change its route if there's an accident or road work. But a trolleybus? If the power goes out or the wires are damaged, it's stuck. In today's world, mobility is key, and trolleybuses lose this battle. The third reason is the rise of electric buses. Trolleybuses used to be the only electric alternative to diesel buses, but now we have battery-powered e-buses. They don't need overhead wires, which makes them much more convenient for cities. And then there's the auto and oil industry lobby. In the mid-20th century, the U.S. actively destroyed electric public transport. Trams and trolleybuses were replaced with diesel buses. Over time, this trend spread worldwide. Of course, some cities still have trolleybuses, but their numbers are shrinking. The big question is, can they adapt, or will they disappear completely? So, we've talked about why trolleybuses are disappearing. But does that mean their story is over? Maybe not. They might be on the verge of a comeback. First, technology is changing the game. Modern trolleybuses aren't what they used to be. Some models now have onboard batteries, allowing them to run without wires for part of their route. Essentially, they can work like electric buses, but without the need for long charging times. Second, environmental concerns are more important than ever. Cities around the world are fighting air pollution, and trolleybuses are a 100% green solution. No emissions, no noise, no harm to the climate. Some cities that previously got rid of trolleybuses are now reconsidering them. China, for example, is actively using hybrid trolleybuses with battery-powered sections. In Europe, cities like Zurich and Prague are not just keeping their trolleybus networks, but upgrading them. So, it's too early to say trolleybuses are gone for good. They're evolving. In a few years, we might see them in a completely new form, no longer tied to overhead wires, but just as efficient. What do you think? Do trolleybuses have a future, or are they a thing of the past? So, are trolleybuses a thing of the past or the future? On one hand, they are disappearing as cities shift to electric buses. On the other hand, new technologies are making them more flexible and efficient. Maybe in a few decades, they'll make a comeback in a new form. Or perhaps they'll vanish completely, living on only in memories and museums. What do you think? Should cities keep trolleybuses? Or have we already found something better? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy transport history.